Hiya, I'm Gemma and I actually run Bookwood Reviews after having a look around about being put on YouTube, a number of different channels. I've been inspired to try and do some of my to read piles and books that I've received. I'm going to link down below some of the other channels that have kind of inspired that. This is going to be in 2 parts because I've got 32 books to get through and that's a lot of books to get through. So I'm going to go with the ones that I've actually bought and the ones that I've received for review. This one is going to be about the ones that I have bought, which is about 20 ones, so I've been a bit back this month. So let's get on. First up, I've got this one, which is One Step Too Far by Tina Saseskis, I guess. I saw this one only because I was looking to get 3 books for £10 on Amazon. It looked quite interesting. I had read a book called Burnt Paper Sky, which was kind of a thriller. So inspired that and wanted to read some more. I saw this one. If anyone's read it or knows anything about it, I'd be interested to see. Next up, I have You. Again, you can probably see it's pretty similar to One Step Too Far. Again, it has this kind of a thriller type look to it. Another one of the Amazon purchases that I did, and I'm looking forward to see what that one's like as well. Something a bit different. This one is called Break In 2 by M.J. Summers. I actually saw it on, I think it was Facebook, that there's a new one coming out, and I was quite interested to see what that was. I noticed that was like 3rd or 4th in the series, so I decided to start with this one, and hopefully this is a romance one, but I quite like the cover, and someone had said if you like Samantha Young, you'll like this, and I love Samantha Young, and her Undublin Street series is just finished, so I'm looking for something to try and take off that, so hopefully this might be one. Next one up is The Girl in 6E, which one of my online friends via Twitter, Caroline from Book Chick City, she read this and loved it, so I saw that this was also part of the 3 for 10, and I thought, well, this looks quite interesting, and decided to pick this one up. The next one up, which you can see I've actually started to read, is Shirley Jackson, We Have Always Lived in the Castle. And this is actually part of my book club that I've just joined. This is this month's read at Waterstones. So this one, they said, was by the author that was like the grandmother of the Gothic novel. I can see where they're coming from, but third of the way through, it's quite a small book. It's quite interesting. I'm not too sure, so should finish that quite soon. Next one is Sea of Shadows. I saw this in one of the other channels. I can't remember when it was, but someone had the American cover of this, and I thought, well, that looks quite good, so I picked this one up. I think it was like about £2 off Amazon, then you've got those scratches on top of it. But this is the first in the series. Kelly Armstrong had did I can't remember the other series, maybe someone else will, but it was about a werewolf. I read the first one of that and never really continued on with it. But I saw this, thought this looked quite interesting. After I read that, it's about, I think it's like a fantasy type thing, which is a started trilogy, so hopefully this will be quite good. Next up was another one that I saw someone else had got, I think it was book 3 on the series, and they had got that, so I went and looked at this one, which is Storm Dancer by Jay Kristoff. Another one of my cheap buys from Amazon Marketplace. We paid a penny, and then you pay the rest plus packaging. This one's set, it looks like it's set in a bit of a Japanese type theme, so this one, I don't know too much about it, just looked quite interesting. I like the cover, and I remember seeing it a few years back, but then there was a lot of buzz, so I decided to pick that one up. Next one was, I can't remember, someone on Twitter recommended this because it said they didn't like Twilight. I think this was around about the time when our new book was coming out, the gender swap Twilight version, but they said this is a lot better, which is The Host by Stephenie Meyer. It's quite a chunky read, but I remember seeing that there was a film. I never actually read the film, saw the film even, but I'm interested to see because I really don't like Twilight. I've read the first book, skipped, I think I read about 2 and didn't bother 3, and read the spin-off. But this was the one that I thought, well, I'll try that and see. I think it was another like £1.80 or something like that, but it's quite a big chunky book. Next up, getting there, is Swords of Scoundrels, which I picked up on Saturday when I was picking up 2 books that I had actually pre-ordered on Click and Collect at Waterstones, which is Swords and Scoundrels by Julian Knight. This really interested me because I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which is about a brother and sister. This looks like the same. It's first in the trilogy, and it says 2 siblings, Otro and Gacha, are champion duelists, a brother and sister known for the finest swordplay in the cities of Rees, or that they used to be, until they were thrown out of the duelist guild. Outcast for life together, as the last resort they return reluctant highwaymen, but when they pick the wrong carriage to rob and make off an immense locked chest, the contents will bring them more than they bargained for, because they soon find themselves embroiled in a dangerous plot to return an angry king to power. This can only mean trouble. So this looks really interesting. Can't wait to read this. This seems something really different. Next up, I saw this on somebody else's channel. I can't remember the channel, but I remember seeing it in Waterstones and thinking, but somebody really liked it. Can't remember it, so sorry. This is Lock-In by John Scalzi. But this looks quite good because it's kind of this dystopian society where everyone's locked in, but it's like a subconscious thing. So this really does look quite interesting. Next up is The Radleys by Matt Haig. Now, this I saw on someone's channel who I can't remember. Hold on a minute. It was her name, Charlie Emma Hay, who I will link at the bottom. She was talking about the books for Surreal, which this is part of. I thought this sounded quite fun and funky, and it's got some like vampires or something like that in it. But it's for a good cause. I liked the cover and thought, I'm going to try this one. Next one is one that I've pre-ordered for ages, which is Alice Clayton's Nuts. I've read most of her Rollbanger. I've only got one left to read in that. I pre-ordered this and kind of forgot, and then I got an email saying, oh, it's dispatched. I'm hoping it's as funny as the Mobanger in that series, but it's a cool cover, it sounds a bit fun, it's something different than the rest of them, so I hope to try that soon. Next one is this, I got a part with the Shirley Jackson one. As you see, it says found it at half price, can't go wrong with that, which is the Haunted Hotel by Wilkie Collins. This I don't know too much about. I read back of it, thought, oh, it was on the same table, picked it up along with it, so I'll try and see. I don't know if it's like short stories or if it's long. I don't know too much. I just kind of like the back of it, like the cover. I'm kind of thinking about trying to collect some of these more vintage classic covers. So hopefully I disappointed by that. Next one. This one is Odd Thomas by Dean Koontz, which was recommended when I was at the book club because some of them had read that and said that it was good, and I thought, well, I'll try to see it. I did notice that there's a film on Netflix with the set and it's based on this, but I want to try and read this before I watch the film. It looks quite good. First in the series, I said the series gets better, so I might get hooked on this, but I like the cover, I always like recommendations. I thought, well, I'll try that and see. Now the next 6 are ones that I got out of the works, which were the 3 for £5, so I ended up getting 6 for £10. So these are all Christmas books. I'm hoping to read some of these in November, and it's part of like a festive read. So the first one is Married by Christmas by Scarlett Bailey. Read the back of it, liked the festive cover, so pick that one up. Next one is 1 Minute to Midnight by Amy Silver. Again, it's a nice festive type book. Thought that might be quite good to kind of get some of these done. I was really interested in trying to get some of these type of Christmassy books. So that's that one. Getting there. Next one is Dying for Christmas, which you think, oh, nice festive. This is kind of like a horror type thriller. And the back says, sometimes evil comes gift wrapped. I am missing. Held captive by a blue-eyed stranger to mark the 12 days of Christmas, he gives me a gift every day, each more horrible than the last. The 12th day is getting closer, and after that there'll be no more Christmas cheer for me. No mince pies, no carols, no way out, but I have a secret no one has guessed it. Will you? This just looks really quite dark and Christmassy. I thought, I have to pick this one up. Next one is Just for Christmas by Scarlett Bailey. Another nice Christmassy festive theme. Thought, well, I'll try that one. A bit more light. Getting into the dark ones. That's that one. Next one is The Night Before Christmas, again by Scarlett Bailey. You can see a trend here. Again, just read the back of it, thought, oh, look at that, it sounds quite interesting. It says, all Lydia's ever wanted is a perfect Christmas. So when her oldest friends invite her to spend the holidays with them, it seems like a dream come true. She's been promised log fires, roasted chestnuts, her own weight in mince pies, all in a setting that looks like something out of a Christmas card. But her winter's wonderland is ruined when she finds herself snowed in with her current boyfriend, her old flame, and a hunky stranger. Well, Three Wise Men is traditional at this time of year, which sounds quite fun. Second last one is Sophie Kinsella's The Wedding Girl. I remember seeing this a while back. Didn't bother picking it up. Was looking for the last one for the offer and decided to pick this one. So that one I like Sophie Kinsella, but it's been a little while and I've not read anything other than this. The last one is Welcome to the Night Vale by Joseph Bink and Jeffrey Craner. I just saw this, liked the look of it, and just sounds so different, something that's based on a podcast. Don't know much about it, just I've seen a lot of buzz about it and decided to pick this little video. So that's all the books I've bought. Still got the ones that I received for review, which I'll do in a different YouTube video. But if you know anything or seen anything or read anything, let me know down below and I'll put the links.